Hello and welcome to the Mirror Lifestyle. Today we are out of our studios. We are at Lawales inside the very popular art studio in Accra. We are at Chris Chawe studio, but this time not to talk to Chris. We are pleased to have with us Akwele Suma Glory, a multi-faceted artist who is popular and known in Ghana for different kinds of art. Auntie Akwele, we are happy to talk to you today.
Thanks for coming.
Okay.
You're welcome.
I think we've been here before for Chris's story sometimes. That's a long time. But today you are our focus. Do you always work from here?
Yes, lately, Chris first and foremost is my master. He initiated me into fine arts,
Oh, okay.
and then we have continued up until now since 1997, and. At the moment, I am in transit. I'm relocating my studio to another place, which is not yet ready.
Okay.
So from time to time, I do come here to do some painting. And then occasions such as this, I use this studio, this space.
So how long have you done, when you say fine art, for people who don't understand art at all, what do you mean by fine art, please?
Fine art is picture making, as in painting, as in sculpture, and graphics and the like. That is fine art or visual art.
Okay.
Yeah.
So how long have you done that?
I took it seriously or as my main profession in the year 2000.
Okay.
But until then, I was into other form of art, which is bead making, design arrangement. I was into that until 2000 when I took fine art as my main
Okay. So have you
profession.
stopped the bead making, or you still do
In fact, I'm doing it alongside. I am doing my bead work, and lately I'm doing it even more than the painting.
Okay.
Yeah, because I have few issues with the colors, and I have been advised medically to tone down.
Oh,
so
okay.
I am doing the bead work. I am training as well. I'm training young women. I'm training other interested groups and stuff like that. I'm doing it seriously, and I also serve as a resource person for NVTI.
Oh, okay. So before, have you always done bead making right from being young, or you were doing something before you moved into art?
Interestingly, I started from infancy. It's a family thing. I belong to a family of artists, various forms of the art. I was raised by my grandmother, Nafi II, who was a traditional artist. Her expertise was in body painting and then beadwork. So the traditional way, helping her, I was learning until along the line, I took it seriously. I took it to another level. I started reading, researching, attending workshops and stuff like that about it. And then I joined the Ghana Bead Society, which was or is still a platform of bead enthusiasts where you can learn a lot. So I learned a lot from them. And I was doing that before the influx of today, China beads that is killing the Ghanaian beads, but we are forcing her. So I still do the two. They run interchangeably. I have an uncle, he's late now, who was also a renowned artist. He was George Seth Mice. When it came to late President Kuti Echampong, he helped in designing the Unigov symbol. That's other things, So I had family of artists. I have sculptors who supported me. Even Honorable Sakakwe also was my uncle, a distant uncle. So I belong to this family. So this is how I came into it. But then along the line, it was Chris Chawe that I met in one of my works because I was doing bead work.
Okay.
I was designing, arranging, manufacturing beads with bottles and stuff like that before I met Chris Chawe. And in 1997, he saw what I had and he told me, you can do this. You can paint. What you are doing is just like painting. So I started training in his studio where we are now, 1997, and it's continued like that. Then along the line, in my travels as an artist, I met Kosi Asu of Togo. He also ran an art center in Togo where he trains Africans and he also trained me. I had some training under Kosi Asu as well. And then Vienna Reister in Germany, I met him too. He gave me time in his studio. So it started from the family before I started, spreading my tentacles to train and work. I was so blessed with people who understood and supported me, unlike some of my colleagues, My story is different.
Art is a male-dominated industry. Being a woman, did you have any peculiar challenges when you started?
Yeah, granted that painting is a male domain area, yes, or male dominated area, but it wasn't all that difficult. In fact, my challenge came from women. My challenge, as those who were trying to stop me, came from other women, not from my family. The industry for women is just like the case of women everywhere, as in you have some who would support you, others who think that women should, step aside. But if you are fortunate to fall in good places, you find people who help you. Naturally, like any other profession, people face challenges, and peculiarly if you're a woman, I've had a few challenges, like even a woman trying to stop me in one of my exhibitions. She was like, "You can't do it." I said, "I'll do it." I did it at Signature Art Gallery. And then a few males have also, tried it. There was an exhibition by the Goethe Institute where they asked me and they told me particular work they want me to show. I took the work there, but the curator, for reasons known to him, decided to hide my work. He didn't show my work. But these things notwithstanding, the more they come, the more they poise me, I'm pushed to do works, and then by the grace of God, I get to win my awards, So the challenges, yes, they are bound to come because that is life. And then when they come, I use it as a stepping stone to climb higher. But then the art generally is not getting that attention from the powers that be as it ought to. So that which affects women also affects men in the industry, in the creative art industry. Most of the time, they consider artworks as a secondary product. So when there is a challenge, financial, whatever, they think that art should step aside. Besides, when it comes to fine art or visual arts, we are not giving that prominence, support, attention as they do to performing arts. Even various TV stations, they will say time for art and entertainment.
And then you only see music and dance.
Yes, music and dance and stuff like that. And some people think arts and culture, it's only drumming and dancing, forgetting that art is so important. It starts from the cradle to the grave. So for women, it is not that easy, and especially in our society as Ghanaians or Africans. Of course, let me say Ghanaians because I've had trainings in Togo, Republic of Benin, and other places, and it's not the same. Ghana, it is of late that you can see some women are showing some interest and striving, But before then, at least from my time up until now, I know that it's not been easy, especially the women come out of school. They get frustrated because they don't get the galleries to showcase their work. They don't get space to do exhibitions, and then they end up, survivor. They must
So they
find something else to do. In fact, way back in 2006, a colleague of mine, Made Ofwe Owi, who is a photojournalist, the two of us came together and we founded a group for young women in the arts Women Arts Institute. We call it Y Africa for short, Women Arts Institute. And it is a place or a platform where we help the young women develop their talent in art. They add value to the art they produce so that they can make a living from it, where art will serve as something for humanity, not just something. So it is from this foundation. Besides that, I also train women. In various art fields like painting, yes, bead making, and entrepreneurship. so that I do it free for them, so that they can also get something to get by.
Okay, what has been the feedback so far?
Oh, it's been good. We have some of them doing so well. Otherwise, from school, especially these young ones from then Ganata, you know, from school, sometimes they are frustrated because they don't get galleries to showcase their works for so many reasons. They don't get the encouragement to continue. And families, you know, they are taking care of you. You have to pay back. And when that is not forthcoming, they get frustrated. So they just, you know, find something else to do. So in order not to kill that creative spirit, I do these things, and I can see they are doing fine. Even if they are attached to various departments, institutions, they are still doing their art. And we create platforms online and then physically for exhibitions where they showcase their work. Wow. We teach them how to market their work and all that, because the area is male dominated, and to penetrate is not easy. No one tree can do it alone. So we come together, we connect our energies, and we push.
So you've been in the industry for a very long time. Yes, you've seen different faces. Yes. What motivated you? I know you've spoken about your family, but someone could belong into a family of bankers and still not want to be a banker. Someone could belong to a family that they bake bread and wouldn't want to be a baker. What is your single motivation, or what has kept you going all these years to continually want to learn more and to even want to improve it for other people?
My passion for the arts, you know, was or is still one thing that keeps me going. And then I love to share. So my experience too, sharing, then I keep, you know, doing the more I do and stuff like that. And then of course, recognition by international and local bodies of my work. So when I'm working and I'm getting the nod and the awards, rewards, then I know that yes, I'm on course. So these things are what keep me going.
There are many women aspiring to enter the art industry, or many women with the talent, but they don't really know or appreciate how to get into the industry. What would be your advice to them, and what should they do?
People out there, be yourself first. God created us all uniquely. That is why we don't have the same thumbprint. Stay focused. Know that it doesn't just happen overnight, but it takes time. It's a process. Step by step, day by day, as you work, you develop your work. You know, people will get to know of it, and it will attract them. Then you get the reward you are supposed to get. So stay focused, be yourself.
This is on the side, but we know you recently turned 60. How recent was that, please? How soon?
Oh, just 4 days ago.
Oh,
1st of August.
Wow.
Yes,
wow.
1st of August.
Belated happy birthday.
Thank you.
Did you have any artistic birthday celebration, or it was a usual birthday?
It was 1st August, but we are planning something big. So we are planning together. We have a mega show coming before the end of the year. You know, no tree stands alone. So whatever I do, I make sure I bring along my sisters. That is my colleague artists. So we are planning a show for all the women we can reach. But I started with Thanksgiving because it was 1st August. And it fell on a Sunday. So as usual, I went to do Thanksgiving. And then yesterday, my classmates decided to surprise me with a party. So it's day by day, but the mega one will come before the end of this month, August.
We would be happy to be part of
that. Sure. Mirror, in fact, the graphic corporation has been. I remember my first ever award internationally in Togo. It was Graphic Showbiz that captured it. And it's been so ever since. So you'll be there.
Thank you so much for having us. Thank you.